Hey guys, welcome back to the Reed Homestead. This is Pat. Today we're going to learn how to regrow, root, and replant store-bought leeks, which are basically onions, a mild kind of onion. You could also do the same thing with celery. You could do it with onions, although it takes a little longer. This is kind of like my grow operation. I've got some beans that I'm rooting right now, seeding. But this is the leek. I already harvested this one, but you can see, just put it in a cup with a little water on it. You see the roots. I harvested it, put it in the freezer with some peppers and onions, but you can see that it's regrowing. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant this out in the garden. So I'm going to take you through the process. Every time you go to the store, you buy onions, leeks, celery, you can actually get, 3 or 4 harvests off of this one plant. So this is usually buy 2 or 3 of them for $3. So this is the second one. We're going to harvest this. We're going to take this part off, chuck that. I use this. You can use this for soup or whatever. You can keep it, freeze it. That's what I do. Cut it down to, see where the roots are, right here. You're going to cut it down to right about an inch or 2, and then just put it in a cup of water by the windowsill with a little plastic baggie around it, keep the bugs and stuff away. And within a week, those roots will start growing. You can already see them here. So they're going to start growing. Just bring them out to your garden and plant them. So let's go ahead and harvest. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and harvest this. And, like I said, I'm just going to throw them in the freezer. Store-bought, this is dull. Leeks can grow throughout the whole year. So not only in winter, as long as they don't, get a deep freeze, bring them in the garage or whatever, you can grow them in a container. You can grow them on your patio. Even if you don't have a garden, get a container full of dirt, you can do this. So for each one you buy, you can get 3-4 harvests out of this. So we're gonna, they're kind of hard to seed. So the easy way to do this is just, a couple inches. That's gonna be, the very top's gonna be at the soil level. So this is gonna be underneath the soil with the roots growing down. Okay? Here's the one we're gonna plant. And we're just going to swap these out. This guy's going to get water and sunlight. We're going to give him a little protection. And he's going to start growing. So we're going to go ahead and harvest this. What I like to do is take the tops off. You can use that for soup. Just chop it up. Real easy to do. Use that in your soup, salads, whatever, chili, Take this, cut it down the middle, okay? Pretty easy. And then you're just gonna chop it, give it a rough chop. Not too hard to do. Nice sharp knife. And this will go right in the freezer until you need it. You're gonna make soup, you're gonna make eggs, whatever, chili, wherever you would use an onion, this is what you're gonna do. Right in the freezer bag. Okay. Now, when you pull this from the freezer, it's already been washed. So when you pull it from the freezer, then you can get a finer mince, you know, a finer chop. Right now it's in a rough state, but you know, just for ease of video, which I never edit videos, we're just gonna throw that in the freezer real quick. The other guy's over there sitting on the sill, just getting his first taste of water in a while and getting some sunlight. Like I said, you can also do the same thing with celery that you buy at the store. Okay? You see this? Okay? That's the root system. So once you harvest this, you're going to wash this off and harvest that. You're going to cut it a couple inches up from the bottom and put it in some water. Same way we just did with the leek. You know, a couple inches up, harvest the rest. You know, use it and pickle it, whatever you want to do. Have wing night, let it root, and then plant it. So you can get 3-4 harvests off of one stalk. Okay? So let's go out and plant this in the garden. It's just a container, and I'll show you how easy this is. Stand by. All right, so I'll take it out in the garden. It's my little seed operation. I got Better Boy, tomatoes, beefsteak, vine ripen over here. We got some fennel, eggplant. Here's some sunflowers, some lettuce, some parsley, some jalapeno. I've got chamomile up on the porch. There's eggplant. This is a buena mulata pepper plant. It's very mild, you know, a fraction of the heat of a jalapeno. This is a Granny Smith that I seeded over the winter, 2 of them. Here's a reaper plant. That's a Tabasco. Some thyme seeded. This is the pepper plant that I saved from last year over the winter. There's video on it. I don't know, it's a super hot, I'm not sure what kind, but look at that thing. So we got quite a few peppers on it, a lot of flowers. But let's go down and check out the container garden. Now, we're in the south, it's incredibly hot. So down here, get sunlight from roughly 9 o'clock in the morning until about 3. I'm going to do an asparagus patch right here, and we'll do a video on how to do that. But here it is. Up front we got some horseradish. This is ginger. We got a lot of horseradish. That's doing real well. We got some straight neck squash behind it. Horseradish, straight neck, 2. We got bell peppers. We got some anchovies, some corn. Got watermelon over there in the corner. Behind that, that's one that ghost tree that you see. I planted that 3 years ago in the pink baby pool. I had about 16 ghost peppers in that thing. They made it through the winter. Well, about 12 of them made it through, and then the deer got to them last year. 8, killed probably, another 4 or 5. So I've got 4 or 5 left, and they're all doing pretty good. There's some acorn squash behind the ginger. So what I've been doing is, we got a stuck dragonfly. We're going to loosen him up. So I put the artichoke and beefsteak tomatoes behind these peppers so they get a little shade it's not as hot. We're gonna free this guy here. Hang on. One sec. We like dragonfly because they kill the dreaded Japanese beetles, which are decimating everything. Hang on one sec. All right, buddy. Ooh, a green one. All right, hang on. Relax. Here. There you go. There. One sec. We'll get this guy planted. Right over here in the corner. This is the most shade. It probably gets shaded here by the tree that it's behind. Probably at about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it gets about 5 hours of sunlight. Anything after that is way too hot for celery and leeks and things like that. You can see the garlic's not doing good. So one sec. All right, so right beside it is another ghost. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 ghosts down here. A bell and a poblano. So we do have some peppers. I got the Reaper up on the patio right now, along with another super hot. I've seeded 2 chocolate bootlas. I've got 2 Primatali Reaper crosses, and I've got a chocolate Primatali. So we're looking forward to that. But here it is, just a container. Okay, even if you don't have a garden, you can do this. Easy peasy. So what we're gonna do is take our guy and just come over here, dig out a little hole. I've got some nice recharged soil here. Dig out a hole, a couple inches deep. You know, you want to give these roots, put them back a little. I've got another 2 that I'm gonna plant again. So when you're doing this, make sure to plan ahead, because you're gonna need room for other leeks. You know, do the same thing when you're doing with celery, you know. So get this guy in. There's an old root system. I'm going to take that out. Get that bottom covered. Make sure he's in there nice and tight. Give him some soil around. Okay. Take a little mulch. Put that around there. That'll keep the moisture in, so you won't have to water as much. Like I said, it gets really hot down here. So when it's 90, 95, the heat index is like 100, and plants really struggle. So this is the 4th one. This is the 4th harvest I've gotten off this store-bought leek. It's one of the ones I planted over the winter. Over here, I don't know if you can see that, but right here. So really, you can get right here. You can get 4 harvests. You know, that's not much of a leek, but this is the 4th time I would harvest this. So the first time when you buy it from the store and you cut it and then you throw it in the freezer, that's 1 harvest. Then you plant it and it grows. That's another harvest. When you harvest it, it's already in the dirt, just cut it down here. It'll start growing again. This is the 4th one. So really you can get 3 good ones. This one's, you know, kind of thin. Still good. Look at the root system. I could leave that in if I wanted. I'm going to bring that in and use it for soup. You know, pull some weeds. They steal nutrients and stuff. It's all about saving money, because at some point, you know, you're buying seed, you're buying soil, you're buying mulch. At some point you're spending so much money you might as well just buy your veggies and fruit from the store. So save where you can. That's the whole point of gardening. The garlic's not doing too good, but I've got another use for that pot. Save all your pots whenever you buy new veggies at the store. You know, save your pots because you can use them and create a container garden. That's what I've done. So, one sec. Anyhow, so that's the whole point of gardening, is to save money. And blueberries, been harvesting these probably a couple handfuls a day. You know, even if it's not blue, go ahead and pick it, because if you don't, the birds and the bugs will. But you want to save where you can. It's the whole point. If you're going to spend hundreds of dollars gardening, you're not saving money. So, you know, seeds, you know, pennies for a seed. I have rosemary that I seeded, basil back here, all kinds of peppers. All this is going to save money. Watermelon, tomatoes, lettuce, all from seed. So for pennies, you can get this done. You don't even have to have an expensive garden. Just a container garden, easy enough. Just wanted to share that with you. How to reroot store-bought leeks or celery and get them harvested where you can use it and replant it in the garden. It'll start growing. You get 3 or 4 harvests per item that you buy. Now you're saving money. It's worth it. So until next time, God bless. Reed Homestead out. Have a good night.